Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a live solve of the Times Quick Cryptic number 2717, 2717. This has been published on the 2nd of July 2024 and it's been set by Breadman. So Breadman, I think Breadman's one of the nicer setters, one of the setters I get along with. Occasionally there's a word in there I'm not too sure about, but I'd hope to finish this in 10 to 15 minutes. Especially after the last few days, which have been a bit traumatic. So I'm going to reset the clock and then get cracking. Holy man and Yankee cross legendary river. Wife Yankee. Mysterious European drunkard near Eric, near Morecambe maybe. Mysterious European. Mysterious Eric. Esoteric. Eric Morgan. Church primate with gold shape, with gold hat. Shape. What's going on there? Chapeau. There we go. Chapeau. Solemn place of burial. Grave, I suppose. Current sheep causes trouble. Current sheep causes trouble. Something tup. Get up, set up. Current. Not up. Oh, what's that going to be? Awful house with Rolls Royce. Inspector recalled. Inspector will be SP. Inspector. Move on. East wind unsettled country forecaster and artist. East wind unsettled. Looks like an anagram. East wind. No, I'm not going to be an artist. Learner to probe snooker equipment. So that's Q and complete game. Q, rack, frame, ball, and complete game. Learner to probe snooker. Q, clue. Clue, duh, I suppose. Equipment. And complete. Do. Yeah, complete, so you do it. Jostle with the Spanish ra, that's out front. Rower. Jostle with the Spanish ra, that's out front. RTA. Jostle, I'm not sure. Stole tackle primarily on posh marine vehicle. Stole tackle primarily on posh marine vehicle. Sure, that's U-boat, isn't it? Posh is U, boat's a. I'm going to think about why that's stole. Stole. Boa. Huge masculine chaps in regular, getting in Pilsner regularly, which is ILNRISE, I think. ISE, masculine, huge masculine chaps. Okay, maybe it's something a bit more complicated than that. A huge masculine chaps. Move on. Dave's outside wild about Republican postponement. So Dave's outside wild about Republican. So I can't think about when I've got some letters. Get rid of flat butt. So I think that's punt. He pumped something down the river. Get rid of it. Philosopher's appeal. Not a philosopher. Appeal for helping acquire case. Can't remember. Unknown ingredient bearing. Unknown bearing. Yeast. Okay, I've got that Y in the wrong place, but looks at it. What's this again? Holy man and Yankee crossing river, legendary river. Yeah. Come back to that one. What's this? Shout frantically over woman in a state. That's surely South Carolina. Leader of tour on nameless African rivers, a dynamic individual. Tonar. Tiger. I think that's Tiger. Oh yeah, the Niger. I think the Niger. River Niger. Don't know. Nameless. Yeah, take off Niger. Nameless African. Fully understand some cereal is expensive. Ali. Surely a realise. There we are. Hidden word. I looked at my clues. At the home companion, meze is limitless. What? So, EZ. At the home of companion, companion of honour. chaise, I think. Companion of honour, chaise. Yeah. Article for number 1, educationalist to review critically. Number 1. Let's get going. See what else we got. Sort of t-shirt, nautical team swill. Sort of t-shirt, is that anagram t-shirt? Maybe without. Loaded spring no longer operative. Something off, isn't it? Or out. It's going to be an off or an out word. Loaded spring no longer operative. Loaded. Gone off. Do we have a can't tell. Let's take that off for a minute. Come back to that one. Relaxing novel read on motor yacht. Relaxing novel read on. Read on motor yacht. In East London, a source of warmth yielding apple. That's an eater, isn't it? Heater for eater. Outlaw trade union language. It's, oh gosh, what's that? Is that Bantu? I think it's Bantu, isn't it? A language. Parisian who found money in England. Parisian who finally found money in England. D-Y-N-D. Parisian. Money in England is the pound. Oh, back up top. Holy man. Oh, it's the sticks, isn't it? That's right. Stikes. Cross. Cross is the X. Yeah, so Stikes is in Hades. Philosophers appeal for helping. That must surely be Socrates, as Bill and Ted used to say. Current. Sheep cause trouble. Act up. That must be current AC. Good. What's this one? Awful house with Rolls Royce. That's double R. Isn't it? Inspector recalled. Awful. House is Horace. Inspector Horace. Horrid ID. Inspector recalled. DI, yeah, Detective Inspector. Article from number 1. Educationalist to review critically. I feel like I was going to pan it. Let's look at this. East wind unsettled. Country forecaster. I've completely missed this clue. The lower half isn't looking as good. Country forecaster and artist. East. Okay, east is E. Wind unsettled. Edwin. Edwin. Country forecaster. Landseer. Wow. He was an artist. I don't know what he arted, but I think that's a pan. Yeah, to review critically is to pan it. Number 1, educationalist. Article. For number 1, T-pan. I don't know. Article. I'm going to come back to that one. Oh, what's this? Loaded spring. Well, no longer operative. Loaded. Wound out. Spring. Can we jump? See what we've got down here. See if we've got anything else happening down here now. Dave's outside. Wild. Makes me think that there's an anagram of Dave's about Republican postponement is. And that's either going to be a T or an F, I think, because that's going to be an out. Our spring is a well off, loaded, well off, no longer operative off, yes, good, nice. Where's this F coming from then? Republicans are, Dave's outside, so that's deferred. Hang on, have I got this right? South Carolina, I'm sure that's right. Shout frantically, yep. South oval, yep. Deferral. What's that deferral? Feral. Okay, feral with a feral with that in it. IS. Just looking at the regular letters. ISR. I think that's probably ISR. Masculine men is men. Is men. Huge. Immense, that is, I think. I don't know why it's immense. ISE. Yeah, ISE. Sort of t-shirt, nautical team swell. Ooh, what's that? Sort of t-shirt. Nautical team swill, sorry. Is that Bell? Elbow. Elbow, okay, so it's the LBOW rather. That makes more sense. Browbeat. Swill. Sort of t-shirt. Gotta come back to one. It says DE. Relaxing novel read. I think that's dream motor yacht. MY dreamy. Relaxing, dreamy. Quid. Key on found money, which just leaves this. Oh, two over there. That one over there. Sort of t-shirt. Nautical team swell. Swill. Sorry, nautical team. I really want that to be browbeat, but I don't think it is. Sort of t-shirt. Nautical team is a swill. And this one up here. Article. Article's normally a, an, or the. Something E. I'm just writing down now. I've got to the writing down stage. For number one educationalist. 10 pin to review critically. Pan. I'm sure that's pan. Maybe okay, article. Number one educationalist. Chapeau's right. Act up is right. Pretty much as I predicted. Brebman's just come up with a couple here that I'm having a little bit of an unhappiness with, but nothing, But generally, that's been quite a nice solve so far. Sort of t-shirt. Crew. Swill. Crew is a nautical team. Crew. Swill. Drink. Oh. What is it? A crew. Swill is to drink, isn't it? Is to crew. Probably normally has a bit of a pangram thing going on, which we've got with the X, Z, Q. P's not one. Is there a G, J there somewhere? But when I say he has a pangram thing, I or letters of the alphabet, there's normally one or two missing, so he doesn't actually ever do a pangram. Crew. Swill. Article for number one educational article. For number one educationalist. I really don't want to go through all the letters. We've got the weapon. Is that weapon? Why would that be article? Weapon. I mean, there's nothing sensible. Number one. Okay, so number one. Oh, is it number? Sort of t-shirt, nautical team swell, crew. Okay, so I'm reduced to going through the alphabet a little bit cruel. Unless punt is wrong. Pretty certain punt's right though. I'm not that sure. Crew. Swill. If you swills like you. I mean, the only thing I swill is to kind of put it in your mouth and use it to wash out. Crew. It's not like a punt, I think it is. Flat top boat, that is a punt, isn't it? I mean, and to get rid of it is to punt something down the river, is the phrase, I think. Crew, swill. Crew vest. I think that's probably crew vest. I don't feel certain about it. Vest. Swill. Vest. I won't be happy, but I'll accept if that's wrong, because I really can't think of what else it might be. This one, to review critically, is to pan something. So, what's the number one educationalist? Number one educationalist. There's not many words that actually fit into those letters. Article number one is me, me. But then what am I aiming at, if that's... I mean, am I trying to get to something to mean to review it critically, which would be the whole word, or is it an article? In which case, if it's an article, what is it? It's an educationalist teacher, is a lecturer, is a reader. Is this right? Act up. Pretty certain that's true. Act, AC, TUP for things. Chapeau's okay. Edwin Lance is okay. Doesn't seem like there's any... I can't say there's a hidden word in there somewhere. There's too many... There's no real P's. I can't see any P's in there off the top of my first glance. I don't think there's any acrostics. I mean, number one would normally be NO, NO1, NOI, which if it's going up, which act up. I mean, yeah, act up is of course. I mean, that's a article is normally an, E, and the, or A, which if you put an A there, doesn't look the most promising words, and I can't fit an or the in there. Number one educationalist to review critically. Educationalist, what does that try and tell us? I've got a sneeze coming up. Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, in some ways, this is the worst situation in a crossword, is when you can't even think of a word that fits there, and the only word I can think of that fits there is weapon. But that doesn't really fit with a pan. I kind of feel like that's an NO. I feel like review is telling us to turn it upside down. I don't think it is, but... And then number 1 is NO. Educationalist. I can't think of a short word for educationalist. To review critically. Number 1, educationalist. To review critically. I still think it's pan. I'd have to go weapon, but I don't think it is. Because it doesn't fit anyway. Yeah, just giving up really. Let's check, see what I've got. Oh, okay. Okay, that is a... I mean, I wasn't getting that. Oh, I think that word is just beyond me. What do I have down here? So that isn't punt. Really? Okay, let's have a look at the grid. Ooh. Then that was very horrible today, as I say. Flat bottom boat. Get rid of. Flat bottomed boat. And that isn't punt. Junk. Oh, that's nasty. Crew neck. There we go. Will make sense. Okay, crew neck. Yeah, so now it's... Golly. I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to reveal it. Bedpan. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Wow. Yeah, okay. So, article for number 1. Number 1 being what we refer to as needing to go to the toilet. So use a bedpan for that. And educational is a Bachelor of Education, a bed, BED, and then pan to review critically. So I wasn't getting that. Right, let's go through the clues, because there were some good ones in there. And actually, as I say, just to say it again, Bregman always tends to come up with a near pangram. So pangram is when you use all the letters of the alphabet. So he's put an X there, he's put a Z there, and a Q there. I say it's he, may not be. There's a W there, K in the corner, V. I can't see. Oh, there's J for junk. Oh gosh, has he actually done a pangram? Let's see. A, B, C, D, E. It's an F there. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, M. Yep. N right next to us. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So that is a pangram. That's every letter of the alphabet put into the crossword. So yeah, very good. I mean, what you tend to do with those is you put the Z's and the... Not that I've ever written one, but it's the Z's and the X's and the Q's, the low frequency words tend to be put in places where there's no crossing words. So wow. Okay, let's go through. Let's see. One across. Holy Man and Yankee cross legendary river. So Holy Man is a saint, ST. Yankee is phonetic alphabet for Y, and cross is literally across an X. And legendary river is the Styx or Styx, which is, I believe it's the river in Hades. Esoteric, so 3 across. Mysterious European drunkard near Morecambe, maybe. So mysterious is esoteric or esoteric. European is an E. A drunkard is a sot, and near Morecambe, maybe. So Eric Morecambe was a comedian. Morecambe on Wise, classic bit of old crosswording here. I mean, I think he died 40 years ago. So 1984. So Eric Morecambe. But there's only really 2 things that come in a clue with Morecambe. It's either Eric Morecambe or Morecambe Pier. Church. So 9 across, church primate with gold hat. So church is CH, primate is an ape, and gold is abbreviated to AU. And that gives us a hat which is chapeau, which is, I think you see the Tour de France people saying chapeau. Very good, and skiers maybe, meaning I lift my hat to you. 10 across, solemn place of burial. So double definition is solemn is grave and place of burial is a grave. 11 across, current sheep causes trouble. So current is AC, alternating current, and sheep is a tup, and put those together we get trouble, which is to act up. Awful is horrid. So sorry, let's read the clue. Awful house with Rolls Royce inspector recalled. So awful is horrid, house is HO, Rolls Royce is RR, and inspector recalled means put detective inspector DI backwards, so ID. East, east wind, unsettled country forecaster and artist. So east for E, wind unsettled, so that's an anagram of wind, gives us Edwin, and then a country is a land, and then a forecaster is a seer, someone who predicts the future, and that gives us the artist Edward Landseer. I think, and I might be going out on a limb here, I think Landseer was the person who created the, he's actually sculpted the lions in Trafalgar Square, but I'm going out on a limb there, I could be wrong. Learner, so L, to probe snooker equipment, so snooker equipment's a Q, so we've got clue, and complete is to do something, complete, which gives us the game Cluedo. Jostle with the Spanish row, that's out front. Okay, so jostle is to elbow. Okay, so the Spanish is L, and the row that's at the front of a rowing 8 is the bow, so elbow. Stole, tackle primarily on posh marine vehicle. Golly. So, oh yes, okay. So, a stole is a boa, B-O-A, and tackle primarily is T for tackle, primarily, first letter, and we put that on posh. Now, posh is an abbreviation from the 50s, I believe, 1950s, and it's U for upper class. Now, I can never quite remember the reason why in a cross clue you use on to say put it before, but it does, and a marine vehicle is a U-boat, so that's the clue. Huge is immense, masculine chaps getting in Pilsner regularly. So masculine chaps is men. Masculine M, and then chaps is men, so we've got men, and that going in ISE. And if we look at the word Pilsner, we've got ISE as the even letters regularly. And put that together again, so it goes immense, masculine men in ISE, gives us immense. Dave's outside wild about Republican postponement. So we've got Dave's outside. Okay, so Dave's outside is DE. So the outside letters Dave, D and the E. So forget the AV. And then we've got wild, which is feral, F-E-R-A-L. And that's about Republican, which is abbreviated to an R. And that gives us postponement, deferral. 25 across, get rid of flat bottom boat. So junk is a get rid. If you junk something, you get rid of it. And a flat bottom boat is a junk. It's the you see them in China, I think it is, in that direction. One down. Philosophers appeal for help acquiring case. So an appeal, well, the philosopher is Socrates, which in my days of watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was called Socrates. And an appeal for help is SOS, and we put a crate inside that, a case. I mean, literally, Bill and Ted telling us the answer there, but a case is a crate. Socrates. Unknown, so an unknown is Y. X and Y are unknowns, and Z I think is as well, but in this case we're looking for the Y. And a bearing on maps, and the direction you take is east. and an ingredient for bread is yeast. Shout frantically, so shout frantically over woman in a state. So shout is an anagram of south, and then over a woman, or over a woman, sorry. Carolina is the woman we're looking for, which gives us a state of the USA, South Carolina. Leader of tour on nameless African rivers, a dynamic individual. So leader of tour is T, and we're putting on nameless African river. So I believe the river Niger, or Niger. Take off the N of Niger, gives us Iger. So we put that together and we get a dynamic individual, a tiger. So not just an animal. Fully understands some cereal is expensive, so fully understands like you realise it. Now some in this clue is telling us to take part of the words that follow. Some is always a good anagram, always a good indicator of a hidden word. And we can see here at the end of cereal we've got real eyes. Real eyes is, so real is, and then the first letter expensive. At the home of companion Meza is limitless. So at the home of Shays Fred, I believe they sort of call restaurants Shays this, Shays that, and a companion is a companion of honour. So an abbreviation you have to learn for crosswords, CH, and Meza or Mies is limitless, means take off the M and the E. Initial letters take off the limits of the word to give it EZ. So it's companion of honour, EZ. Went through this just now. 8 down, article for number 1, educationalist to review critically. So an article for number 1 is the item you use when you do a number 1, as in going to the toilet. And an educationalist is a B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, and to review critically is to pan something. So put that together, you get bedpan, which is the article for number 1. Sort of t-shirt is a crew neck. Nautical is a crew. Nautical team is a crew, and then if you swill something, you neck it. Drink down something very quickly. Gives us a crew neck, which apparently is a type of t-shirt. I have heard of them somewhere in the dim and distant. So loaded spring no longer operative. So loaded is well off. If you've got lots of money, you're loaded. You're well off. A spring, so think of a well, where water bubbles out of a spring. Water bubbling out is well, and then no longer operative is off. Relaxing, novel read on motor yacht. So relaxing is dreamy. Novel read is an anagram of read. DREA is an anagram of read, so novel version of read. And then on motor yacht, I mean, as abbreviations go, I don't know why MY is abbreviated to a motor yacht. I mean, you can't just say, well, I'll take the first 2 letters, I'll take the first letter of each of these words. In the real world, you should be able to find somewhere in the real world where motor yacht is abbreviated to MY, or individually motor is an M and yacht is a Y. My knowledge is not enough to know where that would be. In East London, source of warmth, yielding apple. So, okay, whenever you see East London or Cockney in a clue, it means speak like a Cockney. Drop the first letter, mate. Drop letters, all right. And in this case, a source of warmth is a heater. So we want to lose the first letter and make that an eater. Eater, mate. All right, you get eater. And an apple is an eater, type of apple. Eater. Outlaw, trade union language. So outlaw is to ban something. Trade union is an abbreviation TU, and that's fairly common. I mean, the TUC, the Trade Union Congress, is well known. So TU is an acceptable abbreviation in this case. Put them together, you get Bantu, which is a language. Parisian who finally found money in England. So Parisian is indicating here we need to speak French, and French for who is qui, Q-U-I, and then finally found is take the final letter of found, which is a D, put that on the end, gives us quid, and quid is the money found in England. And there we go. So another unsuccessful solve. I mean, I got quite a lot wrong there really. Yeah, bedpan I was struggling to get to. Educationalist, beard, fair enough. But I was messed up by this putting in punt, which is probably what Bredman wanted us to do, is put in punt, but it's actually junk, and then that blocked me from getting crew neck. So, well, there was some nice stuff in there. You know, it's a pangram. We've got all the letters of the alphabet used. I like some of the clues there, some words there. So, yeah, good one there from Bredman. If you've got any questions about the cluing, comments on it, then let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that.